Hello everyone, welcome to UN College virtual class. Now you are watching video lecture on women empowerment schemes and constitutional provisions for women empowerment, and you are watching that in UN College digital class YouTube channel. We had discussed on different women empowerment schemes and some specific laws and some special initiatives which are enacted and which are initiated by government for women empowerment in our previous classes. And now in this class we will discuss on some constitutional provisions which are enacted and which are implemented for women empowerment. In our society, women are in weaker sections of the society and they are vulnerated in our society, so that in constitution there is some provisions which are providing to the women for their empowerment, for develop their lifestyle and from improvement of women's society of our country, so that there is need of constitutional provisions to eradicate the crimes against women. We have the oldest constitution which were written in 1950. In this constitution, we are getting provisions and some facilities which are providing provisions for empowerment of our society, for development of our society. And it also forced in our society in a important constitutional provision. Constitutional provision played an important role in development of our society, and the constitution started out from three words. The three words are, one is we, second one is thee, and third one is people, means we the people. It always focus on we, means under constitutional provision there is facilities, there is provisions for eradicating the mass problems of our country, always focus on issues of our country. So we have to know about different constitutional provisions which are enacted and which are implemented for women empowerment in our society. Let's briefly discuss on women empowerment constitutional provisions. Constitutional provisions play an important role in development of modern India. Constitutional provision has vital role and important role which creating development of our modern India. Constitution of any country is a guide, a lighthouse for the governments in power to develop the society under them on all fronts. Constitution played a vital role for development of our society. It means it always guide the citizens of our country. It always develop the lifestyle of people of our country and always guide the people to stay in right way or to walk in a right way, and how they can eradicate, how they can solve their problem, how they can protect themselves. That provisions provided under constitution. The aim of drafting the constitution is to avoid deviation from the set principles, objectives and aims of the governing wings for the all-round development of a nation. That is, all sections, caste, group and great priority in growth and development. The aim of the constitution, and it always gave priority for growth and development of the country. There is objectives and goals for growth and development of the country. It always focus how the country will develop, how the country will growth, so that there is some specific laws and specific provisions which are implemented under constitution and also amendment added in new amendment for development of the country. Fundamental rights, among others, ensure equality before the law and equal protection of law, prohibits discrimination against any citizens on grounds of religion, race, caste, sex or place of birth, and guarantee equality of opportunity to all citizens in matters relating to employment. Under constitution there is fundamental rights, and under fundamental rights, the rights providing equal opportunity, and also under fundamental rights there is all are equal before law, means There is no discrimination against men and women and against gender, sex, religion, caste, place of birth. There is no inequality. There is no discrimination. And also there is equal opportunity for both men and women. And also equal protection of law, means all are equal before law and there is protection for everyone equally. The principle of gender equality is enshrined in India Constitution in its preamble. The Constitution not only grants equality for women but also empowers the state to adopt measures to positive discrimination in favor of women. The Constitution always working on principle of gender equality and also enacted and implemented different provisions under Constitution for providing equality for women and also empowers our state, empowers our people to adopt the measures to positive discrimination which is favor of women, and it always eradicate discrimination against any ground. And next is within the framework of a democratic polity, our laws, development, policies, plans and programs have been aimed at women's advancement in different spheres. Under Constitution, there is democratic polity and under Constitution there is different law, legislation, different plan and program enacted for women empowerment, and it provides facilities to the women for develop their lifestyle, for eradicate their problem, and this Constitution play a vital role for eradicating their issue. How women can advance themselves in all spheres of life, so that there is need of constitutional provisions for development of women's society or for improvement of women's society. Constitutional privileges. Under constitutional privileges, there is different constitutions in which there is provisions for women empowerment. First is Article 14, equality before law for women, means under Article 14 there is equality for both men and women. According to Article 14, the state shall not deny to any person equality before the law or the equal protection of the laws within the territory of India. All who are staying within territory of India, there is all are equal before law and there is equal protection of the laws for all. Article 15, prohibition of discrimination on grounds of religion, race, caste, sex or place of birth. Article 15 shows that and provided that provision means under this article prohibition of discrimination means all are equal before law and no one is discriminated against any law and discriminated in any grounds of religion or any race or different caste basis or sex or place of birth. All are equal under Article 15. Article 15(1). The state shall not discrimination against any citizen on grounds only of religion, race, caste, sex or place of birth of any of them. Means the state shall not discriminate or differentiate against any citizen on ground of any type of religion or race, caste, sex or place of birth. Article 15(3). The state to make any special provision in favor of women and children. Under this article, the state always make different special provisions, different special facilities for development of women and children. Article 16. Under this article, equality of opportunity in matters of public employment. Under this, there is equal opportunity for both men and women for all, because all are eligible for any type of employment facility, those who are capable for doing that work. There is equal opportunity and equal employment facility for all, those who are eligible or those who have capacity for doing that job or doing that role, so that under this article there is all are equal in employment sector. Means you already know that there is Remuneration Act, means there is equal remuneration for both men and women, because when men and women both are working same job or working same work, then there is equal wage, equal payment for both. Article 16(1), there shall be equality of opportunity for all citizens in matters relating to employment or appointment to any office under the state. Under the state government, if there is any appointment or there is any employment, then all have equal opportunity for all citizens. Article 19, freedom of speech and expression. All have equal freedom for expressing their view, for expressing their speech. Means when a person is facing any problem or facing any issue or any situation, in that situation the person can share her view, or person can share her problem or her feelings, so that there is equal opportunity for speech and expression. There is freedom for share everyone's own view. Article 19(1)(a), it states that all citizens shall have the right to freedom of speech and expression. Means all have the right of freedoms of speech and expression. Next is Article 21, protection of life and personal liberty. Means there is all have right for protection of their life and all have the personal liberty right. No person shall be deprived of his life or personal liberty except according to procedure established by law. All persons have equal liberty and personal liberty, which are according to procedure which is established by law. Next is Article 39, directive principle of state policy. Article 39, there is some principles which are enacted or which are implemented for women empowerment. Next is Article 39(a), the state to direct its policy towards securing for men and women equally the right to an adequate means of livelihood. All have rights, all have freedom for adequate means of livelihood. Means all have rights for choose their livelihood, for it is both for men and women. They can choose their livelihood, they can choose their job role. Article 39(d) directs the state to secure equal pay for equal work for both men and women. Under Article 39(d), it directs or it states that the state have to secure equal pay for equal work. Means when both men and women are doing same work, there is equal pay for both of them. There is no discrimination for giving wage or for giving payment. Next, Article 39(a), to promote justice on a basis of equal opportunity and to provide free legal aid by suitable legislation or scheme or in any other way to ensure that opportunities for securing justice are not denied to any citizen by reason of economic or other disabilities. There is justice for both men and women and equal opportunity, and also providing free legal aid legislations or schemes for both men and women, for all citizens. If a person is economically disabled or disabled in socially, so there is no discrimination, there is no denied of any disability. Next is Article 42. It directs that the state to make provision for securing justice and human conditions of work and for maternity relief. Article 42 states that when a woman is pregnant or when a woman is giving birth to a child, then there is maternity relief for her. Means maternity relief for 6 months, and at that time there is providing ways, but when she is in leave, but that is for some limited time. Means it limited for 6 months. A woman can leave from 6 months at the time of maternity, and at that time there is provisions for providing financial assistance for take care of herself and also take care of her child. Article 51A(e), that is to promote harmony and the spirit of common brotherhood amongst all the people of India and to renounce practices derogatory to the dignity of women. Always gave importance for the dignity of women, means always gave importance for empowerment of women, for improve the condition of women society of our country. Next is Article 243D, reservation of seats. Under this article there is reservation for women. Article 243D(1), seats shall be reserved for the scheduled caste and for the scheduled tribes. Article 243D(2), not less than 1/3 of the total number of seats reserved under clause 1 shall be reserved for women belonging to the scheduled caste or, as the case may be, the scheduled tribes. Those the women who came from scheduled caste category or scheduled tribe category, there is seat reservations for that category women, and there is provisions for scheduled caste or scheduled tribes women, but there is some special initiatives which are only for scheduled caste and scheduled tribe women and reservation for them. Article 243D(3), not less than 1/3 including the number of seats reserved for women belonging to the scheduled caste and the scheduled tribes of the total number of seats to be filled by direct election in every panchayat to be reserved for women, and such seats to be allotted by rotation to different constituencies in a panchayat. When in panchayat election in every constituency there is reservation seats for women, and sometimes there is seat reservation for only for scheduled caste women and scheduled tribe women, and also there is sometimes there is a seat reservation for other caste women also, means as like a general and OBC category women. And in panchayat election in constituencies there is reservations for women in 1/3 seat, means from a limited number of seats there is reservation in 1/3 seat for only for women. Article 243D(4), not less than 1/3 of the total number of offices of chairpersons in the panchayat at each level to be reserved for women. Not only in the panchayat election there is a seat reservation in offices of chairpersons of the panchayat at each level, and in every level there is a reserved for women. Article 243T, reservation of seats, means under this article also there is reservation of seats. Article 243T(3), not less than 1/3 including the number of seats reserved for women belonging to the scheduled caste and the scheduled tribe of the total number of seats to be filled by direct election in every municipality to be reserved for women, and such seats to be allotted by rotation to different constituencies in a municipality. Not only in panchayat election but also in municipal election also there is reservation for women, for scheduled caste women and also for scheduled tribe women there is reservation in 1/3 seats, and it always reserved in rotation wise, means in different municipality there is a different time there is reservation for scheduled caste and scheduled tribe women. Article 243T(4), reservation of offices of chairpersons in municipalities for the scheduled caste and the scheduled tribes and women in such manner as the legislature of a state may by law provide. Means under Article 243T(4) there is also reservation in municipalities in different official sector, means in official sector there is a reservation of seat in for chairpersons for scheduled caste and scheduled tribe women and also for other women. There is most priority goes to women candidate. They are focusing on women, because of empowerment of women. The Constitution gives priority and gives right to pursue the happiness, but you have to catch it yourself. It means under constitutional provision, there is different constitutions, there is different facility for women empowerment. But we have to catch it, means we have to follow that constitutional provisions through which we can empower ourselves, we can improve our lifestyle, we can develop our lifestyle. The government will not do the women empowerment alone. We have to cooperate the government, means when the government enacted any law, enacted any constitutional provision or providing any programs or plans for women empowerment, we have to follow these rules. We have to follow this enactment. Sometimes we are facing problem, but we are unable to raise our voice. We are silent, but we have to raise our voice against different crime, because we have rights to raise our voice. Don't be silent, because government providing different facilities, different plans and programs for women empowerment. We had already discussed on all about the women empowerment schemes, women empowerment specific laws, and also some specific initiatives for women empowerment. And in this class, we had already discussed on different constitutional provisions under which there is priority for women empowerment. There is different facilities for women empowerment, seat reservation for women empowerment, so that we have to know about that provisions and through which we can apply these provisions in our real life. So keep watching. Thank you.